Well, pretty much every time out in the UFC, DC, this man has put on a striking clinic, and that is his methodology coming in here tonight. He'll try to keep the fight on the foot.
And that's why we tune in, right? That's why we tune in. We tune in to see guys that are dynamic. We tune in for the speed. We tune in for the knowledge of the striking game, the ability to set traps, the ability to find the jab, the ability to find the right hand, the right kick, the left kick, the knees, the elbows. He truly uses every weapon that he has in his arsenal to try and finish his opponents. You make one mistake, night's over. You cannot make mistakes against a guy that has the striking acumen of this guy right here.
And the jab is not as underutilized a weapon as it was in MMA, say 5 or 7 years ago, but he's got as good a jab as anyone in the business, and that is where all of his striking flows off of. We'll see how it goes for him in this matchup tonight. Well, always exciting when this guy shows up on the fight card, Daniel. He is a true mixed martial artist. Not really any glaring weaknesses, at least, that he's put on film thus far.
He's the new breed of fighter. Those kids that start doing everything at 6 years old. They start wrestling, they start doing jiu-jitsu, they start to box. He's one of those guys that has every one of those skills, and he does them all at an A+ level. He's got tremendous cardio. He is the type of fighter that in a few years will just litter the UFC roster across the board.
And oftentimes his opponents will say he doesn't really do anything special, but he does everything at a plus level, and he believes he'll have a lot of advantages in this matchup tonight. Our tale of the tape for this much-anticipated middleweight encounter. The Brit is 28, the Russian is 32. The reach is the same. Now for the official introductions, here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC middleweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a boxer, holding a professional record of 11 wins, 2 losses. He stands 6 feet 3 inches tall, weighing in at 185 pounds. Tom Breese. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a mixed martial artist, holding a professional record of 20 wins, 5 losses, and 1 draw. He stands 6 feet tall, weighing in at 185 pounds. Fighting out of Makhala, Russia, Omari Akhmedov. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Yves Loving.
Well, the tension is palpable as this fight gets underway, and it'll be interesting to see how this matchup plays out. Definite striker on one side against another guy who's really do it all.
And in those situations, normally the guy that's more well-rounded will be the one that will...
Oh, nice job to defend the takedown and scramble to his feet. All right, he closes the distance, gets the single collar tie.
You can't take too many of those big elbows.
So the fighters engage in the clinch here early on in the fight, and certainly got to be mindful of the gas tank. Don't want to empty it too bad here in the early going.
He understands that in the clinch, he is wearing his opponent down. So look for him to do this over and over again. Right hand punch in the clinch. Nice punch lands over the top. Nice jab, follows it up with a nice right hand. Looking to land the right hand, he misses. Nice leg kick. Right hand punch in the clinch.
Stuffs the takedown there. How good is his takedown defense?
Good punch lands.
And he landed the right hand there. All right, he engages in a single collar tie here. Akhmedov gets hit with a kick here. Let's see how he responds. Oh, beautiful strike attempt there as he lands the hook.
Beautiful hook. Really did a great job of keeping his backhand on his chin, throwing that hook and putting it exactly where he needed to go.
All right, he engages in the single collar tie. Master of the transition. Nice scramble. Breeze gets in the clinch yet again. Let's see if he can get the offense going here. Mixes it up nicely in terms of staying heavy and also staying active. Oh, and he lands yet another uppercut. So those strikes have come in bunches tonight, really starting to find some consistency.
He's finding consistency because he knows that that is a strike that he can find at any time. He's so confident in finding that uppercut that it's landing over and over again.
Oh, a little single collar tie there.
Ooh, big shot to the body.
And they separate.
Big punch land. Ooh. Big liver kick lands under the elbow.
Another shot lands upstairs.
Look at him drive his shin into his opponent's body with that body kick.
Horn sounds for the end of round one. All right, so we now look back at some of the action from that previous round, DC. A lot of good highlights on both sides.
I mean, a lot of good highlights from both competitors. They both should be very proud of what they accomplished. But I'm telling you, man, I'm not sure they can keep this up. If they land at this clip for another 5 minutes, somebody's going to sleep.
Settle down. Listen, you are taking way too much damage to the body, man. Okay? Remember how we trained for this.
All right, DC, second round is getting underway. Round one, not the round of the year necessarily, but some good in there.
And it's not always going to be. When you have two very talented fighters, sometimes it's very even. That's what we saw in round number one.
Oh, and he hip tosses him to the mat. Now we'll see what he can do from here, DC.
Right into side control. He's going to try to control him, then find a submission.
Well, pretty good work off of the bottom here by Breeze. Close guard. Breeze's lower jaw now starting to show signs of swelling. Strong bottom work here, staying busy. All right, he's trying to control posture here. Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom.
Oh, looks like he's transitioned to an armbar.
You cannot stay in the guard of these great jiu-jitsu guys. He's gonna attack armbar here. You gotta recognize that when a guy starts to put his feet on your hips, you gotta move him off, and you gotta cover. You can't be off to an angle.
And this might just be a matter of time. Take a look back at the replay as he gets it done by submission tonight, champ.
Just watch how slowly he approaches the submission, though. He never rushes. He takes his time, but it's his trickiness. It's his ability to trick people into going to the floor with him that puts them in danger and finishing fights.
So there he is, your winner by submission, and that's exactly how you put the rest of this division on notice. Looks like this guy could be a factor moving forward in this division.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Yves Levine has called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 56 seconds of round number 2. For the winner by submission, Omari Akhmedov.
Well, what an incredible result here tonight as you see the winner there celebrating his victory by way of submission, and they put so much stock into finishing this fight. They felt like to really spin his career forward, they needed to not just win, but get the finish, and they certainly got it tonight.
They got the finish. He's such a terrific grappler. Every time he is on his back, he looks for submissions over and over again. Eventually, he found one tonight and got the desired result.